Meeple's Cafe, which is full of fun, food, and fellowship. In case you can't see that backwards, I read backwards, don't you? So hey, yeah, you gotta come see this. This is pretty awesome. So now I gotta figure out how to turn it. Here, look. Hey, that's Kevin Hadley. Say hey.
Hello.
And look at all of these games. These games here, these are all for sale because the Meeple's Cafe isn't just a cafe, it's also a game store. Yeah, and it's opening this weekend, and we get a tour exclusively. Yeah, because I arranged that. Aren't I awesome? It's also a cafe. Yeah, with food. Yeah, what kind of food, Kevin?
So we have hot dogs, nachos, and fries topped different ways. So you can get like
that's pretty cool.
You can get a hot dog Wisconsin style, all loaded with mac and cheese, or nachos Hawaiian style, which is pineapples, jalapenos, onions, and a teriyaki mayo.
No, I don't want to hear that there's no pineapple on nachos. Don't. All right, I'm gonna get them.
Oh, it's actually really good.
You know, I'm gonna get them. But I think that sounds really good. Now, I'm grain-free. Do you have any of those options, like grain-free tortilla chips? They make them. You can get them at Whole Foods.
No, we don't have grain-free, but we do have a lot of gluten-free options.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
All right.
My wife. So it's me and my wife are running the cafe. My wife's family, a lot of them are celiac, and so we are very sensitive to the gluten-free aspect.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. All right, fabulous.
So we will have an exclusive
there you go.
prep station.
Hey, thank you, Best Path Gaming. Hi, Seth. Glad to see that you're here. We got some viewers. So check out this game store. This is game store. I did almost call you Gateway Games. So originally, the Meeple Cafe was going to be called Gateway Games Cafe. And we have a little story about all of that. But hey, we all know if we're in Arizona, we already have a Gateway Games. So when they moved here, they discovered that. But look at this. We're coming into the main cafe area here. Look at all these fabulous tables. And I made him get a big board out. In case you don't recognize this board, it's my little scythe. And so I wanted to see how well it fit. And yes, that is a Meeple. You know me, I had to bring a Meeple for him. For the Meeple Cafe, the Meeple and the Meeple can join, yes. So this is the My Little Scythe board. And you can see that that you still have some room, but I asked, can we join tables for, us hardcore gamers that like the really big games like Holas? And he's like, yeah, of course you can. And check out these chairs, they're super comfy. So that was something he also made sure of, is that we had super comfy games. So you see all these games in here. Now he doesn't have all the games in here, but this is the game library for rentals and for checking out here in the cafe, right, Kevin?
Yep.
So explain that.
So if you come into the store,
take a seat.
Yes. So if you come into the cafe, you can get food and then come and play, or you can just get food and eat.
So can I just walk in and start playing?
Absolutely. So if you want to come in and just play, like you're not hungry, you're not thirsty, or you have a very strict diet,
right.
It is a $10 cover charge per table.
Okay.
So I know a lot of people know about Snakes and Lattes. They're a big company because they have like 4 locations in Canada, and their first venture into America was Phoenix.
Right here in Tempe, Arizona.
Yep.
That's
and
right.
So that was like kind of a deterrent for us at first. We're like, you know what? We're a different beast. We have similar aspects. We have games to play, but there's a lot of things that are going to make us different. We're more family oriented.
Oh, okay. Because I'm kind of curious how you're different, because it seems like you're very similar.
Right. And so like that third mission of fellowship, board games have done so much for me and my family, bringing us together, giving us something to do, meeting new people.
Right.
That's kind of what drove us to, make the Meeple's Cafe in general. Okay?
I get that. I'm all about connecting people
and
with
so
board games.
we want to be family oriented. Because like Snakes and Lattes is a great place. It was fun. I mean, I've taken my daughter there, but it's a little bit pricier. You kind of get that.
It's more college oriented.
Yeah, it's got that college because you got the beer.
Yeah,
you
it's
got
right there in downtown Tempe.
And
nothing against Snakes and Lattes at all. Love the place.
Right.
But
yeah, so there was just
you can
things
drink
about it
there.
that didn't.
You don't necessarily want to take your kids where you can drink.
Yeah, so we won't have alcohol, but all of our food is reasonably priced. I think you can get a.
What's the most expensive item?
I think the most expensive item is a chili cheese dog combo, and that's $8.
Oh wow, that's fantastic.
So the chili cheese dog itself is $6, and for another $2, you get a side of fries and a drink.
So you can come here with $20.
Yeah.
And play a game for how long?
Well, first off, you can play as long as you want. But if you buy food, the $10 cover charge goes down.
Oh, so even less expensive if I buy food.
Yes, if you buy at least $5 worth of food, it's a $5 cover charge for a table.
Oh.
If you buy, and then there's another scale, I think it's if you buy $15 worth of food for a table. So like, okay, I bring my wife and my 2 kids, we buy $15 worth of food, it's only $2 for the table. If you bring your 2 really hungry teenagers and you spend $25 worth of food, then the gameplay is actually free.
Oh, well, look at that.
We're not going to gouge you. We want you to come and enjoy yourself.
So if you got a 20 and y'all want to come out with your family and play some games and eat some food, it sounds like you can get that done here.
Because let's face it, families live on a budget.
Oh,
so
yeah.
If we want to be family oriented, we can't overprice.
Well, no.
So this is
You
a place
really
to hang
can't.
out, not a twice in a year type of thing.
Right. Now, let's say I really like this place and I want to do this a lot, but $20 every now and again, that's cool, but I don't know, I can't do that every week. Do you have another option?
Yeah, so we have memberships.
Oh.
So what you can do with a membership is it gives you 2 things. It gives you completely unlimited in-store gameplay. So you just come, you show your membership card, and then you get to play. Okay. Or for rentals, you can rent those more often and for longer periods of time.
Okay, so if I don't have a membership, how much is it to rent?
So to rent one game, like a standard, My Little Scythe type of game, is a $5 thing.
Oh, okay.
If you want a small expansion, because I love games where I'm like, do I want that expansion? I don't know if it'll play well. What's it like?
Right,
I
so
want
it's
to just
really
try
good
it
to
out.
try stuff
I
out.
already have the base Dominion, I already have base Scythe, but I want to see this new Scythe expansion, see how it plays
Exactly.
before I
My
invest
Little
in it.
Scythe is coming out with an expansion.
I saw that. And so small expansions, kind of like a smash up type of expansion, those are only $4.
Okay.
But a big game like Twilight Imperium 4 or Scythe,
those are big.
Or we have Mechs versus Minions, actually.
Oh, wow.
Because that one you can't find usually at a store because they don't sell to board game stores. They sell directly from their website.
Yeah,
so we made sure we ponied up the dough to get our own copy of Mechs versus Minions. I mean, the thing's a coffin. It's about this big.
Yeah.
Hey,
do we sound okay there, Seth? I hope we do. I didn't check sound. As we're like 30 minutes in.
Oh, that's totally fine. And so for a big game, you get it. You have to pay $7, but you get it for 3 days.
Oh.
So you get an extra day, but
wow, 3 days for Twilight Imperium. That's short. So if I had a membership, could I get longer?
Yes. So a membership lets you have a game for up to 10 days.
Oh, well, that's better because I take a while playing my game.
Yeah, and even if you bring it in, okay, the 10-day mark's coming up and you don't want a late fee, you bring it in, you can check it back out, unless somebody's already reserved it.
Okay, so there are late fees if I'm late.
Yeah, just like how Blockbuster used to be, but it's like a $2 or $3 thing, just to, for every day that it's late, we'll just charge it.
Are you gonna call me if I'm late?
We'll email you the day before it's due.
Okay, I like that.
That way, because I know for me, I forget, oh shoot, I gotta bring back, I forgot about our interview today.
Yeah.
So I need a little bit of reminder. So yeah, we will email you the day before and the day of, in case it didn't come back.
Oh, fantastic.
Just so I need to bring that by. And
what if I don't check email? Do you do text?
We can do text if you want. It's whatever option is easiest for you.
Okay.
So we'll put all that information on file for you, and we'll ask you what is your preferred mode of, and maybe you're like, I don't want a reminder. Well, then we won't remind you.
There's the preferred mode right there. So tell me, let's say I come and I'm like, well, so I want to play Gizmos, and I think I know how to play it, but then I get it set up and I'm like, oh wow, I really don't know how to play this. this hot potato game. I call it the tater tot game.
Yeah.
And looks like tater tots. And so then I don't see anybody here to help me because you're in the back or something. How do I get help?
So one thing that I didn't like about Snakes and Lattes when I went there is there wasn't really anybody to help me. And I was kind of like tracking somebody down and like explain this game to me. So what we have is that we actually have a pager system. So we'll let me go grab a pager for you guys. So when you when you pay for gameplay or show your membership, we'll give you a pager. So this is kind of the opposite of what a normal restaurant gives you. So instead of, okay, you get a pager and we paid you to come to get your table, you press the button and I get paid.
So you're on call.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
And that can be, can you help me pick a game? Can you help explain this game? This game we know how to play, it just takes 3 hours to set up because it's Twilight Imperium 4 or whatever. Can you help us like pick it up or clean it up really quick?
Yeah,
It's totally fine. Now there are going to be some games that are going to be quote unquote no teach. They're just too complicated and they take too long to teach, like Twilight Imperium 4, like Scythe. They're great games, we will have them, but we encourage customers to like either watch like a Rada run through it or something like that online.
Or Girlzgametoo.
Absolutely. Some great, podcast or YouTube channel that explains how a game plays. That's the best way we recommend for those no-teach games. We will still help out.
Startup scripts.
Yep. We will still help out setup. We'll still help with cleanup. And if you have like a quick question, like, oh, I don't remember what exactly, how do you get that 4th trophy, or how does the, whatever happens, you can always ask for those quick questions because we'll be able to answer those quickly.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So I don't mind coming and explaining a quick like rules clarification or wonky thing.
Rules check.
Exactly.
As we say on our channel.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm enough of a rules lawyer that I pretty much know like all the nuances of games.
So are you going to have trained staff that way?
Absolutely. So right now they're going to actually have different levels of librarian. So they're going to start out as like apprentice librarians.
Okay. All right.
As an apprentice librarian, to get that title, I mean, and we're actually still hiring. So if anybody out there,
hey, you're looking for a job, we're in Gilbert, Val Vista and Baseline.
We will start you out low, and the more games you know, and the more games you can teach, the higher you'll become in terms of your pay grade and
now
stuff like that.
There you go. Knowing games gets you more money.
Exactly. So
did you ever think that would happen?
So the apprentice librarian will basically know our 6 gateway games.
Oh yes, I wanted to ask you about this. So check out. I'm having issues with my light, so I'm going to get a little closer. Check out this fabulous art. Oh yeah, that would help too. So, well, understandably. Now they are opening this weekend. They're having a soft opening Friday, and we're going to explain these in case. But if we have anybody, we do have someone watching, and you can figure out what these are. Some of them I think are really obvious, but they all represent gateway games.
Absolutely.
Yes.
One of our 6 gateway games.
So originally, like I said, they were going to be called the Gateway Game Cafe, and so they had gateway games. Now, explain to me what you mean by gateway games.
Well, a gateway game is a game you bring to the table for somebody who. Oh, you mean Monopoly, right? No, not Monopoly.
Or Cards Against Humanity.
Exactly.
They're always played that.
And that's another one, because we're family oriented, we will not have Cards Against Humanity.
Do you have apples to apples, though?
We do have apples to apples.
Okay.
But we will not have anything adult themed like Cards Against Humanity or Stoner Flux or anything like that.
Okay.
I mean, they're fun games, but they don't fit the vibe.
And hey, that's cool though, because that's your vibe. You do you, and I love that. I love that.
So, in any case, it's a game you bring to the table to be like, okay, here's something more than Cards Against Humanity, something more than Monopoly. They play and they're like, this is kind of fun. Let me try something else. And it's a gateway into this awesome hobby.
Into modern gaming, basically.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, my wife calls it modern gaming. I call them designer board games.
Okay.
Because
all right.
everyone has a designer name on it, right?
Yes.
So, like, if I asked you who made Scrabble, blank face. If I ask you who made Dominion, it's Donald X.
There you go. There you go.
So I call them designer games, but
I'm bad, and I love Dominion. All right, so comment if you know this one. It has wood, and you can trade that wood for sheep. Although that's probably a little more adult than he would like for his for this family-orientated cafe. But you know, I love this game, and I'm not getting a comment, so you can go ahead and tell them what it is.
So that is Catan.
Yeah, there we go. Catan, and see, I say Catan. Catan, potato, potato.
Exactly.
I actually want.
I still call it Settlers. So.
Settlers. I still call it Settlers of Catan too, because that's what my box says.
Because yep, mine.
Yeah.
We have an edition that's still Settlers, but the
I don't know
newer
if
ones
you
are
can.
just
We'll
Catan.
get down there. I don't know if you can see, but we're gonna get there. This one took me a minute.
Yeah, it was not as obvious.
Not as obvious. So if we had Lizzie on, Lizzie's supposed to be watching. She's not on yet. If we had Lizzie on, I bet you she could do this one. So those are trains.
Those are train spots.
Those are train spots.
And that's a destination.
So I actually just learned this game last year.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Ticket to Ride. Yeah, and then I totally agree this is a gateway game. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the game I just taught some of our newest employees, who've the only game they've ever played is Monopoly and Twister.
Now I like the Pennsylvania expansion.
That's on back order. I wanted it so bad too.
I have a copy. We're gonna have to talk.
Maybe.
Okay. All right. I should know this one. I knew it a minute ago. Crap! It just went out of my head.
This one, it was hard to come up with an image.
Wait.
That would
This is
represent
Carcassonne.
It is.
This is why I should know this one, because I give this one away a lot with my Meeples.
With your Meeples, right?
Yes, with my Meeples.
Because they were really the ones who introduced Meeples to the industry.
They were, actually. They were the very first.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yes, they were.
And so, yeah, that one was hard to come up with. What should we have on the painting for Carcassonne?
Yes.
There's nothing, I mean, Ticket to Ride, Catan, they all have these iconic imagery.
They really, well, you could have put a Meeple.
Yeah, but then.
Yes, this is true. And then they would, oh, it's just this. All right. Now,
this is my favorite.
I just played this last year too. See, I'm just being introduced to new games myself. So, and jobs. But yeah, again, not getting comments, but I would love comments. You know, I'll love comments. This is Pandemic. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love this. I want to get the 10th anniversary one.
Yeah, that one's gorgeous.
Isn't it gorgeous? Yeah.
Obviously,
you don't need that in here, but you could sell it. Yeah.
I thought about it.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful copy.
It is a beautiful copy. All right. So, if Ryan was watching, he'd be all over this one. He has absolutely every single expansion. Do you have all the expansions in every card?
The only thing we don't have is Prosperity because it's also in back order.
I have that one too. Yes, Dominion. So my absolute favorite deck building. Thank you. I was like not lane, not deck building.
Nope.
Yeah. Because there's different deck type games now.
Oh, absolutely. There's lots.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the grandfather of them all.
There is. Now, just recently I was reading a thread on BGG about how would you change different games, and somebody said Clank, but make it Dominion style market. So I thought, we need to try that. Because I love Clank, but the market is the one thing that could help. All right, this one took me a minute because I've only played it a couple of times, but I do own it.
Yeah. And this one I love introducing to families because...
Right? It's really fun. Now, they had this in the giant form at Arizona Game Fair.
They did.
So hint, hint.
So even if you don't know a lot of games or you don't like really heavy strategy, you don't need a lot of strategy to play.
You really don't. So this is King of Tokyo.
Well, technically this one's King of New York, but it's the King of Tokyo family.
Oh, my bad.
See, King of New York introduced the skull, the star, and the crushy building.
I had no idea. See, I'm learning.
So,
we're all learning. And so
but
all
it's a game
of these,
even my 6-year-old loves to play.
So all the gateway games are right here in the corner where you can just get taken right here. I have Star Trek Catan too. I love that game.
And we have game zones at home. Let's get prepped.
So these are fascinating shelves to me. I have to say something about this because y'all know that I bought Klaxis from IKEA. I'm a Klaxis girl.
Oh.
And I actually saw these on Kickstarter. I don't remember the name of
I think it's Box Throne.
Box Throne.
Let's see here. They're on the top. Oh, no, just the image is on the top. So you can see the logo. I'm pretty sure it's
Am I
Box
showing y'all the logo or am I just showing you blue?
You can see
Hopefully
the logo.
I'm showing you the logo
But
because I'm not tall enough. So I might just be showing them blue. Yeah, I think I'm just showing them blue. That's just, oh, there it is. Ha! Phew! I saved it right there. All right, so that was bad.
These
for
are
a
Box
minute.
Throne, and so they're modular. You can
Oh,
have
see, I
them
could have done it
different
down
heights.
here.
Yeah,
So
that's a
there's-
little better.
That was a little better.
You
Sorry,
have them at
folks, I
different
do have
heights,
blonde hair.
And you
So-
can have them different widths if you get different width racks.
There's just some really cool games
But
here,
what's
folks.
really nice about these shelves is, A, you don't have to have them sideways.
Yeah,
for the
that is
library.
cool.
And you don't have the
There's
issue of,
space.
oh, I want Hive, and then these six
And they
games,
all came just fumbling down.
you play Jenga trying to get a game.
Exactly. Yeah, and I like that. And then you can put longer games in too.
Absolutely. Well, even
And
you know,
I know
Ice
there's-
Cool is super duper long.
Right.
I mean, and that fits just fine. So.
Now what about big, thick games like Holas or something?
Well,
Would that
even
fit?
Legendary is a pretty thick game to me. Like I
Oh,
said,
that
you can
is. That
change
is
the
a
height.
thick game. Yeah.
So,
So you can change the width?
yes. So there's.
Oh, yeah, you totally
you
can.
kind of
See,
see the
guys?
holes.
I
That's
know.
how.
I know. We're not supposed to be here for box room. But
Yeah, but it is
But-
pretty cool.
it is. It's pretty cool. So, you know, I had to actually say something. So this was a Kickstarter that I know is done. So I don't know if you can still get them or not.
Yes, you can, but some of their items are on back order
Aha.
because they're still trying to make.
So
more.
if you're interested, you can check
But
that out. I'm sure you
we
can
did
Google
clear them
that
out
crap.
a little bit.
So, so this isn't their total library for checking out. He's
No.
got a bunch of them at home because he's sleeving them and all that.
We're sleeving them, and we are spray lacquering every board. Well, that's been done. So
Oh.
that way, if you spill on top of it, it doesn't soak it up.
Oh, what a fabulous idea!
So we probably went through, I'd say about 40 cans of spray lacquer.
Wow. So
That's how
just,
much cardboard
you just
is in the
use
store.
varnish. That's all.
It's a spray varnish, yeah.
I've never even thought of. You know, I'm all gonna go home and start lacquering up my boards.
So
I had never
and they,
thought
and
of
they
doing
give them a
that.
really
Ooh, I
nice
don't wanna
shine
step
too.
on your stuff.
Let's see here.
So, this is pretty awesome, guys. You really need to come. They're opening.
We are
This
opening
Saturday.
this Saturday. Our hours are, well, on a weekday, Monday through Thursday, we're 10 to 10.
Oh, okay.
The kitchen doesn't open until 11, though. So if you come at 10, you at least play a game until the kitchen's ready at 11.
Oh,
But who
yeah.
eats lunch at
Yeah,
10?
who wants nachos at 12? I know a few.
But,
But-
we might have the popcorn machine ready at 10.
Speaking of, so it's family oriented. I'm
Yeah.
assuming there's no vaping or anything like that
No.
allowed. All right, just checking.
None of that nonsense.
Yes. All right.
So yeah, you can see how it puts a nice little shine on them.
Oh yeah, it really does. Oh, and it just really protects those. Yeah, I
So,
like that.
well, because when I first got Darcy Catan, it was her 21st birthday or 22nd birthday or something, and so she had a glass of wine and spilled all over it. First
Well,
time we
and-
played.
Yeah.
And so
this
we could never
happens.
use the frame from then on out because like they were just so warped.
Oh, correct. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. So they're gonna have all their games here. The game library I showed you when I first
Yeah.
walked in, which I'm gonna go back and show you again. And I just want to show you. This is a pretty big room. How many? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. How many tables you got here?
I think there's 12 or 15. We have a seating capacity, I believe, of 75.
So that's quite a bit. If you think about it, we could have quite the party here. And just family orientated, of course.
Right.
And so all of these games they are going to have available for checkout, as well as to check out to rent. So you can play them here in store, or you can check them out to rent, Blockbuster style, and also to buy. So this is their game store, and there's 330.
There's about 330
About
different
330 different titles.
And one thing to mention on the retail is...
And their prices are pretty comparable to Amazon.
Yeah.
So...
Well, and another thing about our prices,
we got
though...
Dinosaur Island here
is
for $79.99. That's pretty much what you're going to find it on Amazon for.
If you rent a game, so not in-store play, but if you take it home, if you've paid the $5 to take it home, we will discount the retail price that much.
Oh, well, there you go.
So if you take home, let's say this big beast, this would be a $7 game.
Descent.
So you take this home, you play, you're like, this is great, I want to own this. Well, we would sell this to you for $73 versus $79.99.
Okay. Now, if I'm a member, is there any discounts for buying if I'm a member?
Well, you're a member. So yes.
Aha!
So you would still get the discount
there is a discount
associated
for
with
membership. There we go. There are advantages.
With that.
Lots of advantages to memberships. So the membership, there are different tiers, but the average membership is approximately $15, and they range, I think, from like 12 to 22.
Yeah, and that the only thing that's different between those is how many you can take home at one time. So the average one lets you take home one game with one of its expansions.
You know, I'm checking out the legacies because we need
so
the
those are
new
the
legacies.
only ones we don't have available for play because, well, they're
legacies, so that makes sense.
But yeah, we have there's another legacy game that's coming out that we don't have yet. Mashikaro is coming out with a legacy version.
No way.
It is.
Oh, wow.
And so,
ha-ha! Hey!
And so, but we have Charterstone and all the other legacies that are out there in the world that are doing well. I think the only one we don't have because it's not doing well is Seafall.
So what time on Saturday again?
So, Mondays through Thursdays were 10 to 10. Fridays and Saturdays were 10 to midnight.
Oh, fantastic.
So, if you had a long week, oh man, I could really use a game of...
Yeah.
You can come to the store and hang out until midnight. But we are closed on Sundays because, again, we're family oriented.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. And I noticed you're right next to an Airsoft.
Yep. So the Airsofts are there. There's a gym over there.
So they're in the Fry Shopping Center. I'm just going to switch this over here. So, hi. It's me. So they're in the Fry Shopping Center at Val Vista.
Yeah. We're in Gilbert.
They're in Gilbert at Val Vista and Baseline. And so the best thing to do is to look for the fries, I found, and then to go around, and then they're right next to the Airsoft. And they have a really nice sandwich board out that shows you right where they're at. So they're really not hard to find at all. You really should come down and check them out. They open this weekend, and your big grand opening is July 6th.
July 6th, we are going to have at least a giveaway. We are going to have probably the awesomest balloon animal guy I've ever seen. He does balloon animals for Chick-fil-A up in North Phoenix. We used to live in that area, and if you want Captain America, he can do Captain America in balloon animal form.
So there you go. If you're looking for something family orientated, July 6th, you need to come down, or even this weekend, and check them out. So thank you for joining us today and checking out the Meeple Cafe, and we will see you all Thursday for Real Girls Cosplay. Yeah, we're going to get real with that foam armor. That's going to get crazy. All right. And it's going to take me a minute. Yep, there it is. All right. See y'all later. Bye.